pass a illegal immigration reform to win the election. Some people say so.
Well, again, I mean, there's always political ramifications to everything we do or fail to do, but my motivation on immigration is not the politics of it. I mean, my motivation is to solve a serious problem that our country faces, my community faces, my state faces.
Senator, we got to ask about what's the difference between you and Obama about legalizing the status of illegal immigrants? Here's something Obama said in May 2011. Those who are here illegally have a responsibility as well. They broke the law. That means they got to pay their taxes. They got to pay a fine. They've got to learn English. They've got to go underground. They've got to undergo background checks. It's a lengthy process before they get in line for legalization.
Right.
It sounds almost identical to what you're
Well, that's good, and I'm glad. I mean, that's not just my position or his position. I think there's a strong national consensus on that position. Look, I don't want to prejudge anything. He hasn't put out a plan or even specific principles beyond what you can find on the White House's website. And quite frankly, he's the president. He should lead on it, but it's our job to write laws and to pass them. And so my hope for the president is we're going to find out very soon whether the White House is serious about doing something real on this. If they are, then they will line up behind common sense efforts like the ones that we're talking about that so far have garnered support across the political spectrum. If they're looking for a political issue to score points on, then they will introduce something or propose something that is outside the mainstream of America and that goes beyond anything that's realistic. But I hope that's not what's going to happen. I'm not going to prejudge it that's what's going to happen, but we'll find out soon enough.
Is your plan amnesty?
Well, I define amnesty as a special pathway to citizenship. Our plan is not that. Our plan would basically do two things for people that are undocumented. Number one, if you've committed a serious act of violence or crime in this country, you'll be deported. If you have not, you'll have to come forward and do all the things you've outlined. A background check, you'll be fingerprinted, you'll have to do community service, you'll have to pay a fine, you'll have to pay back taxes. And in return for that, what you would get is a non-permanent resident visa to stay in this country legally and to work. You won't, but you do not qualify for any federal benefits of any kind. After you are in that status for a significant but not unreasonable period of time, and after we have made significant progress in securing our borders, in workplace enforcement, and tracking the entry and exit of visas, then these individuals who are in that process and have not violated the conditions of that process will be allowed to get in line through the regular immigration process, just like anybody else anywhere in the world, and apply for a green card. And when their turn comes up, they'll have to qualify for the green card that they've applied for. And in the interim, I would say the good news for them is they won't have to leave the country while they're waiting. They'll be here legally working.
What is